Hey, Renolda Church. Well, we're reminded why we live in North Carolina. Welcome to spring. Lots of great things happening in our For the Good campaign, and I want to take just a few moments this day to introduce you to my friend, Alex Irvin. How are you, Alex?
Doing well. How about yourself, Chris?
Doing great, man. Doing great. Alex is going to be helping us through the process as we're thinking about the ways in which God is expanding our influence in all four cities. He's been a friend. He's in my community group. We love his wife. We like him. And so, see what I did there?
Yeah.
And so, well, Alex, maybe just as an introduction, why don't you tell the people a little bit about you and your family and how you ended up at Renolda?
Sure. So I'm Alex Irvin. Y'all probably know me for my better half, who he mentioned, which is Sarah Irvin. She's super involved in Awakenings as well as the community group. We have two children, Emery and Riley. If you haven't met them, they're wild, they're wonderful, and we love them to pieces. My father-in-law goes here, Larry Scruggs. He's an usher. We actually grew up in Winston, went to Mount Tabor High School, and we were trying to find a home church. We moved out in the middle of nowhere outside of East Bend, and we did a bunch of church shopping for a long time to try to find the right church, and we just continued to find ourselves back at Renolda. And we love Renolda. It's our family now. We've been going here steady since 2017.
You know, one of the things that's been interesting is that we've moved into this capital campaign and we've seen the Lord really work. But as we're doing that, we're trying to be good stewards of the dollars. And you approached me several months ago and said, hey, I might be able to be helpful. And I knew you were in construction, but I'll be honest, I didn't really know what you did because we talked to Sarah, not you. And so you were like, hey, yeah, let me tell you a little bit about what I do. And so what do you do in the world, and where would our people maybe have seen your work?
Yeah, so I've worked for Bloom Construction going on 12 years now. One of the latest projects we completed was the Callidium Children's Museum downtown. That was a project that we worked with Stitch Design Group done a number of other projects here in Winston. Very proud of a lot of work at Wake Forest University as well as Atrium Baptist Health. So a lot of fun things in the community.
So you got to build that really fun building downtown that a lot of our families across the county and up into Stokes County have benefited from. And so as we were thinking about how to best steward our resources and make sure we stretch the dollar across the four campuses to maximize our influence, you know, one of the things we were thinking about was who could be on first base for us. And so you said, you know what, this is what I do. This is what I know how to do. And I love my church. And so I'd like to be helpful. And so you agreed to take what role as we move forward in this coming building projects?
Yeah, so my role is just basically be a steward for the church. I'll act as an owner's rep, kind of help the church through all these different decisions, make sure that we stay on schedule and stay on task. And basically navigate some waters that you guys aren't so familiar with. We've heard a lot over the last couple of weeks about, you know, leveraging our gifts that were given to us, and this was a gift that was easy for us to provide to kind of help the church and be a steward for the church ultimately during this process.
We've already made a few decisions as a church, and you've shepherded us through those. And the first was, you know, we had a kind of a visioning company come out and help us think through, you know, what would look like in our spaces if we maximize the influence of these spaces and how we're using them. But the next step was to get an architectural firm. And so you shepherded us through that process, and you referenced Stitch, and the elders have agreed, and we're moving forward with them. But as our people are thinking about the coming weeks, what are the ways that they should be praying and thinking about what next steps are going to look like?
Absolutely. So Stitch was very excited about the project. They came in. We interviewed them, selected them based off of fee and qualifications. They're great company, awesome to work with. And I think our next steps is beginning to get the proposals from our contractors, which we got last week, and then we will get into interview process with our contractors. So just be praying about that.
That's fantastic. Well, we're excited to have Alex on board, and there's a whole team of people at each campus that are thinking about the ways in which we move forward, and we'll be giving you updates every month. But as we're moving into April and moving actually towards the 1-year anniversary of starting the For the Good campaign, let me just say thank you to you. Thank you for your generosity, for your faith, for being patient. Sometimes these early months can be a little slow, but just as a quick update of where we are, as of today, already $1.5 million have been given towards this campaign. If you go to the Kernersville campus. You've already seen some of those dollars at work, and so that's exciting. And we're already at $3.95 million, and so we're getting close to $4 million. And maybe today, the Lord says, "Hey, I'm going to help us cross that threshold." You can call a church office. We'll help you make that pledge or commitment. But we're so thankful for your generosity. We're so thankful for the ways that you continue to partner together. God is on the move at Renolda Church, and it's because of your generosity, your faith, and your partnership. And we're so thankful for what you're doing, and more excited than ever about the future of Renolda Church. Alex, we're so thankful for you, man.
Appreciate y'all.